This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us, and...
They were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even...
Nightmare fuel.
...needs love too. And maybe a hug. Hello, I am Jafe Dumpkins, founder and CEO of Trollocs Lives Matter, TLM. Thank you for watching this advertisement. Aw, look at that little guy. Look at that little poopsie whoopsie. He's a cutie patootie, isn't he? Look at her pet that. Oh my god, the cut.
Could be a record. That house. How long? Keep timing.
Wheel of time, you say? I have no idea. But I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Smells delightful. Let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful.
Hello. This is Big Game James Worthy of the Los Angeles Lakers, and I've seen a lot of great teams, but I've never seen fans like this. Will of Time fans. Don't stop believing. You're built something special, and I'm standing with you. Let's bring it back. Hashtag save WOT. Continued success.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Hey, look, it's a plane. Whoa, what's that say? Save wheel of crime? Stay woke? What? Brave a wheel of cake? Shave works? Suave wheat of cream? Shad walk? Starve weeping slime? Shorts are okay? Rave all the time? Shave the warts? I can't see. I can't see what it says. I don't understand. Somebody help. I'm lost. Help me, please. Save me. Karakan! I got button happy. I didn't mean to hit that one, but hey, why not? It's a we got to get used out of my intro. We got to get that work going again. What's up? The @ symbols are gone. Holy shit. What a day. What a day. Thank God. Holy shit. Nick Demoted is back. Sherry, what's up? I feel like things have gone back to normal now. Like all the names and faces are back. Holy shit. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you. Let's see there. Sherry, of course, is in first as she does, because she's just that quick, man. She's on it. You are Nick Demoted again. Hell yeah. I've got you on the second screen today, Steve. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. I was supposed to start fantasy league shit with my father, but we'll have to start late on that. I forgot it. I forgot football started today. I'll have to figure it out later. But yeah. We should do a Prophet of the Dragon fantasy league. If anybody's interested in that, maybe I'll put a thing up in the Discord. I'll put it right now. Let's see. Football
Fantasy League? Question mark? Oh, won't let you do a question mark. All right. Well, I'll just put it there. All right. If anybody wants to do Fantasy League, I made a channel in there. Taking a flyer. Why not? Why not? Why not? We're going crazy today. Dovion, say Toby Sagade, what's up? Yeah, maybe the CW will pick it up. Nah, nobody's picking this shit up. It's gone. What's up, buddy? Hopefully they don't pick it up. Like, it's trash, right? That's why Amazon and Sony both dropped it officially. We're gonna look at the article, but the source is a little flimsy, but I don't care. Anytime we get good news like this, we got to go with it, right? John Thomas, I'm glad you're here, Will, because Will has been bothering me for days ever since you made your comment about the feminist and Wheel of Time panel at Dragon Con. And, somebody had to be taping, right? Nobody was taping that panel. Somebody had to be. Nobody taped anything for Dragon Con. Dragon Con sucked that much. How was Dragon Con, John? Was it good? Was it shit? How many little con, like, we gotta get? How do we not have the what is it? Oh god, the Conference of the Light. Why haven't we got the Conference of the Light together yet? We got to get that everybody else has their cons. We got to get that together. Sam 8000 is Sam 8000 again. Fuck this show. Matt is my favorite character. What is up, Sam? As always, thank you very much. Well, I was at the Fascism and WoW panel for about that's the panel. That's nobody was taping the Fascism and WoW panel. Because like me and I've looked everywhere. I can't find it. That nobody was taping it. Will of Time, that's right. Fadian, what's up? Yep, no at thingies. We started with that. Bob, what's up? Good day to you. Spaced Oyster, buttons should be happy. Yeah. The Wheel of Time animation, definitely that, they were the animations. I still do are the season 2 animations buried somewhere? Because remember they made a bunch they made a bunch of animation. They made a whole another round of those animations for season 2, and they never posted them because there was like some sort of rights, like some sort of disagreement between the people that made the animations and the people presenting the show, and they never released them. They were supposed to release them like a week or so before season 2 came out, and it never happened. I wonder if where those animations are. They gotta be. Someone's gotta have them, right? Like, where are they? You're doing a WoW on my primary screen raid night. Yeah, man. I was just on Warcraft. I gotta get caught up doing some stuff. I'm Aussie. I have no idea about Yank Ball. Yeah, you guys play a man sport. You guys got rugby and Aussie rules football over there, man. Those are real sports. I'm being serious. I'm not being sarcastic. Aussie rules is fucking crazy. Those guys are awesome. Yeah, fuck yeah. Names are back. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would love to see CW pick up Wheel of Prime and try to make. You know what? Oh shit. Apparently it's raining outside. Space Oyster, I'm actually, because CW is like known for being a joke network, I would actually be okay if CW picked it up and continued it, because at that point everybody knows that it's not real because it's on the CW, and then we could just continue making fun of it, right? So like we could, like, that would actually be, I'd be okay if the CW picked it back up, because it would give us something to keep making fun of. Yeah, that's the only way I would that's the only way I'd approve the continuation of this current story. But saw a lot of pictures of cosplay for DCC. Well, fucking right, there better be. The Carl content is about to start becoming more apparent on this channel. There will be. I've started re-listening to the books again. I'm going to do reviews of Carl. I'd like to do some tier lists. Carl is a fucking great series. If you haven't read it, start reading it. It's great. Was that a real thing? What a real thing? I'm not sure. Oh, the fascism. Wow, yeah, that was a real panel. It was a real panel at Dragon Con. John was there. But John failed us and didn't sneak the phone out and tape it. What the fuck, John? Like, what the fuck, man? You couldn't tape, like, you didn't think of your boys here on YouTube and go, fuck, I'm gonna tape this, man. Damn it, John, you failed us. What's up, Gadfly? IWOT didn't let them. Yeah, what? See, oh god. Fucktards don't know the difference between a monarchy and a fascist government. Yeah, they don't. I honestly think it would be amazing if CW picked it up, only because the show sworn have been insisting it's not a CW show for 3 seasons. That Prince of Ravens, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, right? It's like, if the CW picked it up, it basically confirms everything we've been saying, that it's a parody bullshit story. It's not really the Wheel of Time. And then we get to treat it like Batwoman, like you know how EFAP crew does, like, treats Batwoman, right? We get to keep making fun of it and almost grow to love it because it's such a piece of shit that we can make fun of, right? You know, they you know, Batwoman is so bad, but they've grown to love Batwoman because of how bad it is, right? We could have that relationship with the shitty CW Wheel of Time. It would just become, you know, a get together, make fun of how bad it is, and then move on, right? So yeah, that's the only way, right? Let's see. Jalen Carter just got ejected for spitting on Dak Prescott before the first play. Well, I'm sort of with Jalen Carter. Fuck Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in football, if not the most overrated quarterback in football. He sucks. He's terrible. You know, Jalen might have done the Cowboys a favor if he had like shit in his, like some sort of disease in his saliva, and he got it in his eye, and maybe Dak will get pink eye and have to sit out. That'd be good for the Cowboys. How is there already 7 books out when book 1 is only a year old? Are you talking about Carl? That Carter spit is nasty as fuck. Are you talking about the Carl books? He's like halfway writing book 8 right now, like through writing book 8 right now. I mean, you go through the Carl book so fast. Yeah, they're so good. He likes to write them. He's cranking away on book 8 right now. He's pumping it out as we speak. Like on his on his Patreon, like writes as he's writing chapters, he releases them to his patrons and lets them read them. It's crazy. I think he's 18 chapters into book 8. It's fucking crazy. He was self-published too, but now, you know, he's getting to Carl's starting to get so popular that somebody picked him up, I think. But yep, Carl is great. If you're not reading it, get on it. It's so good. Oh boy. All right. Well, have a pretty good turnout tonight. I wasn't expecting to he's faster than Sanderson. You read the books, what do you tag Lady Balefire too? On what? Do you have the fascism in WoWs? Do you have it? I want it. Yeah, he Dinnerman writes extremely fast, and that's good for us because like you start reading those books and you just don't stop. It's amazing. But yes, so I don't want to dilly-dally too long because I don't have too long. I have work tonight. So Nerdporial Lifeform, friend of the channel, Brian, brought this to my attention and all of our attention. Now, it comes from Fellowship of Fans, okay? And it is a little bit of a flimsy source, but, you know, That's also true. He is faster than Sanderson, and he also doesn't blow. That's true. Yeah, I saw them. Yes, sir. Thank you. So once we're gonna read through the article, but let's not bury the lead here. News: Sony and Amazon relinquish rights to Wheel of Time. Dated September 4th, 2025. Now, this is sort of a good thing. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find him, John. That's not it. I hate let's see here. Let's see. I don't want to bash any religion. I don't know. I hope somebody well, that's good. At least that's a good thing. What's up, Nick? What's up, Max? Good to see you. Yeah, well, we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit too, because they say something in this article that's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? So, but so good thing because there won't be well, it's just the Cowboys. It's the only time I figured look, I have this time to go before work, and that's it, man. So I stream during the time I have time to stream. That's all, because I got to go to work in an hour, so an hour and 15 minutes now. But I do what I do, Max. Right? Fit it in where I can fit it in. So Sony and Amazon relinquish the rights to Wheel of Time. So this is good news and bad news. Okay. It was good news because the show we know and love to hate is officially dead. Like, it's gone. Like, it's over. Right? Like this is just like the 13th nail in the coffin. Over. Like, now Sony and Amazon they didn't even care to shop it around. They just dropped it. They're just like, ugh, ugh. This was a mistake. Ugh. That's what they just did, right? They were like, this should have been great, but instead, ugh. Now, ugh, right? So, but they quote, but no matter what happens, why don't quote the show? No matter what happens, what pain we face, what heartbreak, even like, why? Just read this. This is why the show was canceled. But no matter what happens, what pain we face, what heartbreak, even death, the wheel keeps turning. What a shitty line. Well, John, that's because people are embarrassed, right? It's an all-time low for Wheel of Time right now. Being a Wheel of Time fan, you're almost embarrassed because of what the show did. It's almost embarrassing to say that you're because people will be like, "Oh yeah, I saw that show. It was not very good," and you're like, "Yeah, the show isn't." Then you have to. Anytime you talk about Wheel of Time, you have to explain how the show fucked the actual source material up. Like anytime Wheel of Time comes up, you have to go into full defense mode against the fucking TV show because it's all you're talking about is how bad the show was. I saw that show; it was shit. It's like, yeah, yeah. It may not be the end for fans of Wheel of Time. However, it does very much look like an end. Haha. Very good. Somebody's read the book. Of course, the news was not entirely unexpected. Back in May, Deadline reported that the streaming series based on Robert Jordan's books, no, it wasn't, had been canceled. Mostly because it didn't follow Robert Jordan's books at all. However, many fans of the show held out hope that the series would be able to continue in some form because they're deluded. We were talking about that yesterday. Why you'd want it to continue in this form, I have no idea. But yeah. Many of us at Fellowship of Fans had been watching Wheel of Time, and despite a certain amount of rivalry and bad blood between was there fights between Wheel of Time stands and Rings of Power stands? Did they like have like fights? Like, no, Rings of Power sucks more than Wheel of Time. No, Wheel of Time sucks more than Rings of Power. Can you just picture that fight? The Wheel of Time stands versus the Rings of Power stands just fighting each other over which show is worse. Holy crap. We decided that was in our best interest to promote. Yeah, exactly. They're fighting. Yeah, it's which show is worse? It's like they're both shit. You both win. We decided that it's in our best interest to promote good fantasy television. Well, then why are you promoting either of these things? Oh yeah, it's all well, yeah, it's all over the place, Trans the Ravens, and like it's one of those they don't understand that it doesn't matter. One like Rings of Power is on an IP that is proven, and they've put a lot more money into it, and they have a different contract. So yeah, Rings of Power sucks too, but it's being built up by a different IP, so they have more confidence in it. So they're gonna try and nurse it along more. Plus, they signed a different contract for it. Wheel of Wheel of Time is an unknown entity that should have been built up by Amazon as a brand new IP for them to build, and they built it like shit, so nobody watched it, and it failed. So Rings of Power is like the WNBA, sort of. Is it? Yeah. Rings of Power is like the WNBA. It's being propped up by the Wheel of Time movies and books and the the Lord of the Rings book franchise, obviously. Rings of Power is being propped up by that, and it's giving them more goodwill because of how successful not only Lord of the Rings but the Lord of the Rings movies are. So it's being propped up like that, just like the WNBA. Everybody knows they're not worth a dime, but the NBA keeps paying their contracts, so they keep getting to play. The same deal. Just think about it, right? I mean, it's the same thing. They just canceled it, GM Bain. Nope. So they canceled it, and then they just dropped it because nobody was interested. It's just, at least according to most of the sources, I'll be honest, this source is a little flimsy, but we're just getting to that. But yeah, they just dropped it. They just gave it back to IWOT. They just said it's not even worth shopping around here. And if that is not the sign of a damaged IP, I don't know what is. They didn't even try and sell it. Both shows suck. Are they moving to promote something else? I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, the Rings of Power shills got super mad because the Rings of Power shills were saying cancel Rings of Power, save Wheel of Time. Oh, absolutely incredible woke on woke violence. Is that what's okay? I love how people just don't understand that's not how shit works. But so what's is Dane up to? I haven't heard anything from him in a minute. He's what are you talking about? Dane's on Dane is on the down low. He's doing good work all over the place. He's he's incognito on the internet, man. Dane is I heard Dane is working for a certain doggo. We'll just say, yeah, 11 hours ago, even. This scene of Matt overcoming his addiction to the dagger is so satisfying to anyone struggling with those issues, and the way he turns it into a weapon against his enemies. Well, that's gotta be some drug-induced mind expansion, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dane's still fighting the good fight his own way. Oh yeah, it got what it deserved. Hell yeah. Oh god. Zoom in on the yeah. I'm going to it. I'll zoom in on everything. It's their print is so fucking small. It's ridiculous. Is that? Let's see if that's a little better for you guys. Yeah, that's a little better. Many of us promote good fantasy television. You still haven't. Our effort included a live stream. So yeah, who cares? I'm not. Fuck you. News from Dragontron. Unfortunately, the latest news is that with the cancellation of the show and no plans to renew it, the rights have been reverted to IWOT Productions Limited. That's why I say this is not good news. Well, it's good news that it's gone. But it's not good news that IWAT has a hold of it, because IWAT had it forever and done nothing with it. And now IWAT is I don't. It's one of those things that's funny. IWAT is pretending to do stuff with it right now, and it's so damaged an IP that Sony and Amazon just dropped it. It's cool. I had the football game on for a minute. Pretty much an improvement anyway. Yeah. Dane is gonna be one of those Japanese. Oh man, I love it. That's so good. You're probably right. Dane's gonna be making a post today. Is anyone from Dragon Ball? I have no idea. All I know is IWAT has had the rights forever, and they have not produced. The only thing IWAT has produced is Winter Dragon, and that's it. And then they managed to get their paws in with Sony and Amazon, and then they produced the thing you saw on Amazon. And now the IP is so damaged, Sony and Amazon just dropped it. So this means that Sony Pictures Television and Amazon MGM Studios no longer have any right to produce a streaming series based on Robert Jordan's fantasy series, The Wheel of Time. The chances of this particular adaptation continuing with the Destroyer of Worlds, Rosewood Pike, and many other actors. Sorry, Joshua, you got screwed. At least they mentioned Joshua. I'll give them credit. Joshua should have been the star, but he of course wasn't. Joshua still. I still want to talk to Joshua, man. That would be a great talk right there. Seems to be effectively nil. Yeah, it's definitely nil. Well, what like we've been saying sell it to CW because then we could actually just laugh at it because it fits into the CW style of storytelling, which is just retarded storytelling that doesn't make any sense and is stupid. So that way, if it got picked up by the CW, then we could just continue to make fun of it. Well, Sarah Nakamura is sitting in her fake desk doing fake things for IWOT right now. So uh, the wheel keeps turning, blah blah blah. Because yeah, everybody needs to go get work because the Wheel of Time didn't pay any of their bills, except for Rosamund Pike, who I'm sure came out on top here, probably with the most money out of the whole deal. I'm sure she's not hurting. The other good thing about this is by just oh, I'll have to check this out later. Is it there's a video of it? Oh. Oh man. Excuse me. I lost my train of thought with that one. What was I saying? I don't remember what was I saying. What was it? You made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying? Damn it. Somebody remind me. We decided on TOGGAF. I have no idea what that is either. CW would be better, to be honest. Disney would give the Acolyte treatment, which would make it even more insufferable. Yeah, CW would keep pretending it's a real show. Oh, is that what I was talking about? Yeah, well, unfortunately, yeah. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Rosamund Pike came out on top, probably. I'm sure she got plenty of. Oh no, that's what I was saying. Thank you, Trip. Luckily, the other thing with the show going down, it looks like the re-releases of the books they're pretending to cover are being canceled as well, and Rosamund Pike will not be doing any more voice work for Wheel of Time books. So we can get those all taken off the internet and go back to the originals with Kate reading and Michael Kramer, the actual audiobooks that everybody should be listening to, and just bury those crappy Rosamund Pike editions in the hole. Manual, I love streaming to zero, buddy. It's my favorite thing. Thanks. Thank you, Kickbot. Love you. Has that one TikTok weirdo posted a meltdown yet? There's a TikTok weirdo? Is that me you're talking about? Hopefully the show covers go away too. I don't know yet. I would imagine that the show covers are probably going to be hit the trash can as well. Wheel of Time can. I think when the crappy. Is that? Is that what we're talking about? TikTok weirdo? Oh, Let's Be Nerdy or the other one? That's the chick. Oh, yeah. That's the other chick. The chick that always I don't even know her name. Whatever. I know who you're talking about. Not Lesbian Nerdy, it's the other one. I don't even know their name. I don't watch them. People link this shit to me. Kit, yeah, there it is. Critter. That's it. Joshua's got it. Critter XD. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. Maybe I should look. Is there a meltdown? Oh no. What the hell? Oh, that's funny. You type Critter XD up? Oh no. I spelled it wrong. It brought up some Roblox person. When did this come out? Best rated by what metric? Not any of the real metrics, just the feelings metric by the people that like to fucking hold up the show. But you know. Leanie's Library. I don't know that one. WOT up and the others haven't put up any videos since the contracts elapsed for the main cast, but they did spend $90K at Jordan Con promoting Save Watt. Did they really? Wait, they spent $90K at Dragon Con? Where is that? How do you know? At Jordan Con? Where did that number come from? Like, because I saw, how where did they announce that at Jordan Con, Josh? Well, I mean, 90K total. Is that with billboards and shit too? I mean, whatever, man. What a waste of money. Leanie's Library is a raging leftist, but not even she liked the show. Well, wow, holy crap! So yeah, that's what Critter XD is doing. She's going around and finding apparently articles from how did that get 19K views? I gotta come up with some stupid shit to put on a short. Oh man. 4 months ago. Emmy conspiracy theory. No, that's the latest one. Hold on. There's an Emmy conspiracy theories, guys.
Here's my conspiracy theory about the Wheel of Time receiving 0 Emmy nominations. And this is actually backed up by some facts. So
Fact. Wheel of Time sucked ass. Here's a fact for you. The Wheel of Time fucking sucked. Yeah, I know. Did we already watch this one?
So buckle up. It wasn't just the Emmys snubbing the Wheel of Time. I think the Wheel of Time was set up to.
We did watch this one. You're right. We did watch this one. You're absolutely right. I thought that was another unhinged rant. All right, back to the article. Oh man, yeah, we already watched it. I wasn't sure if that was new. Man, she's been pretty quiet too. Then, I'm the only one holding still pounding this into the ground. I love it. Me and Dane are gonna die on that wall. Yeah, like the stream, jabronis. Absolutely. Thanks, Wet Kane. I'm glad your name's back too, guys. I feel home. I feel back home with all the names. It didn't feel right. I found Leanie's review of Wheel of Time amazing. Is that, are you being serious or are you being let me see. No, do not let Sanderson finish. Why would you let Sanderson finish? Why? No, don't let Sanderson finish Game of Thrones. Sanderson is absolutely not the right person to finish Game of Thrones. Man, but she is saying let's laugh at Wheel of Time season 1, so that's good. So that's good. She's making fun of all this stuff. Okay, good. So she's a leftist that hates Wheel of Time, though? Okay. Let's laugh at Wheel. Yeah, okay, there you go. So she is a raging leftist, though, but she doesn't like it. Thank you. Well, yeah, no. I went looked at, I checked out her channel. So yeah, it's usually when you hear the words, raging leftist, usually they're the people backing up Wheel of Time. So, that's good. All right, so let's see here. I wouldn't let Sanderson finish making a tuna sandwich. Yeah, right now, no. Yeah, no. So all that about how much Rosenpike loved Wheel of Time is a giant lie. She was only doing the audiobook to promote the garbage show. Yeah, well, that and the money they were giving her to do it, right? That's true too, Trip. True, very true. So that's true. It's very, there's plenty, Lord Quaz, there's plenty to watch besides for Wheel of Time. There's plenty to watch right now. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, well, Alien Earth isn't better than Wheel of Time. I don't think. It's pretty bad. But Chief of War is out. That's good on Amazon or on Apple. Then you have the new Dexter's actually pretty good. Let's see what else. The Terminal List prequel is out. That's pretty good. You could always go watch Banshee again because Banshee is always good to watch. That's a great one. So there's plenty to watch other than that. Black Cane, they want Sanderson to finish it, but Sanderson doesn't want grim dark torture. Sanderson can't write that. Like, Sanderson is not right for, like, just because he finished the Wheel of Time doesn't mean he's the guy to finish every popular series. Like, that is, like, if you've read Sanderson, he can't write a Song of Ice and Fire. Even if it was Sanderson even if we're talking about Sanderson pre Wind and Truth, he is not the right person to write a Song of Ice and Fire. Okay. And George R.R. Martin has already been on record saying he's good with it not ending. If he dies tomorrow, it's not going to get a finish. He's already said that's okay with him. So, like, I don't know why anybody still is hopeful that a Song of Ice and Fire is ever going to get finished. Like, he doesn't care. He's spit all over the fans already. He's more interested in doing Elden Ring shit. He's never going to give it up, which is stupid because he just doesn't like money. But yeah, you know what? You should finish. Good. Yeah, GM Bane should finish it. I'm on that. Absolutely. He is a gigantic. He doesn't give a fuck. He's already said. New Blood was shit, Boosh. Like, I agree. New Blood was absolute garbage. New Blood. New Blood is the kid, is the prequel, right? So I wouldn't say it was okay. The prequel. Which New Blood is the prequel, and then I am enjoying the Resurrection one, which is the newest one. The prequel was okay, and the one that came out on Showtime was absolute shit. Well, I forgot what that one was called because it was so bad. Oh, okay, yeah, that one is absolute fucking crap. And yeah, that one is shit. It's terrible. The prequel, they found a guy that actually looks quite like Dexter. I don't know why I can't remember his name, and it was pretty good. I thought they did a pretty good job on the prequel, and then the new one that's currently going, the Resurrection one. I actually liked. Yeah, it was. I don't know. Whoever wrote New Blood, I don't think has anything to do with the newer ones. The prequel's good, and the one that's live right now releasing. I actually wanted to try and find somebody. Michael C. Hall. There you go. I actually was hoping somebody else was watching it because I've found it to be really entertaining. I've actually liked the new Dexter Resurrection quite a bit. I feel like it's back to form actually. Yeah, so I check it out. I'd love to hear what you have to say, Bush, because I think it's been good. Deb the Dark Passenger, yeah, that it was so bad. You just forget. The good thing is you can basically forget New Blood came out. You have to deal with the ending of it, but they sort of deal with the ending of New Blood in the one. It's on Paramount Plus. The new one, Dexter Resurrection, is on Paramount Plus. They deal with the ending to New Blood, and then you just move on, so you can forget about that whole series, which is the best way to go about it. Because New Blood was fucking terrible. Yeah, I agree, Fadian. It's been good. But let's see here. Yeah, so I just went and just anytime just because Sanderson is the biggest fantasy author right now, and it seems to have gotten to him since Wind and Truth was absolute shit, and Isle of the Emberdark was not great in my opinion. It was okay, maybe half a book. Me and Alan are going to be talking about that tomorrow, probably. Me and Technically Mexican going to be talking about Isle of the Emberdark tomorrow. See you later, Zeno. Thanks for popping in. Too late. It's grating. Clancy Brown is awesome, but painfully obvious that Dexter spends more time fixing screw-ups than having development. Add Harrison. God, yeah, it was Clancy Brown did fine. It was just it was very grating. It was very grating. It was hard to watch. It was Dexter New Blood was one of those. It was hard to watch. He had the Indian police chief who, of course, figured out that he was the Bay Harbor Butcher all by herself. She had no help, but she figures out that he's the Bay Harbor Butcher in fucking Snowyville, New York. How did you figure that out? Oh, because she's the bestest, right? It was like all those actual cops in Florida couldn't figure out it was Dexter, but she she's dating the man and she just figures it out. Give me a break. It was so bad. So bad. Maybe I should do a Dexter talk, but sorry, we got distracted. And Sanderson is absolutely the wrong person to finish a Song of Ice and Fire. A Song of Ice and Fire will never get finished. George R.R. Martin doesn't care about you. George R.R. Martin doesn't care about A Song of Ice and Fire. He doesn't give a fuck. He wants the big new thing, shiny new thing, which to him seems to be fucking Elden Ring. So he's just gonna ride the Elden Ring shit. Just ride that Elden Ring thing into the ground. So, is there? I looked through your links. Is there a link to the panel? If you could send it to me again, I didn't see anything on the panel that you linked me, John. So, the news that the rights reverting was reported. This is where it gets a little flimsy, right? Reported recently on Reddit. So that's concerning, but we're going to run with it anyways because it's good news. They're talking about doing an Elden Ring show, John. So, where it was attributed by the director of JordanCon. The director of JordanCon, we all know, is Dusty Wheel. So he may have some of that. That might also be why he's quiet, but he's also busy with his nose up Sanderson's ass. To be clear, JordanCon is not going on at the moment. The news apparently comes from DragonCon, which was recently concluded, both held in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. Jennifer Liang, who is the co-founder and chair of JordanCon, stepped in to confirm that the rights have been reverted to IWOT Productions Limited, and they are not looking for another streamer to pick it up. So we're just confirming what we already know. It's official again. It's gone. IWOT Productions Limited is formerly Red Eagle Entertainment and the true enemy and villain of the Wheel of Time franchise. IWOT is the true enemy of Wheel of Time. Oh, you have tweets from the panel, though? Let me see if I can find it. I only saw the one. I only see the one here, John. Attended a fascism and Wheel of Time that turned into an anti-religious rant. I'm guessing that the fans of the show, because they don't understand Jordan. I don't want to bash any religion, proceeds to bash religion. That sounds about right. I wish you taped it, man. Oh, damn. So IWAT is the true villain in this whole thing. I am curious where all the I am curious. Sanderson would write on. They have held the rights hostage for years, and they've done nothing with it. They're I don't understand who takes care of strategy at IWAT. I don't understand why they. Mike died for a minute there. Sorry about that. I don't know why IWAT doesn't want to make money. I don't know who. I don't blame you, John. I don't blame you. But IWAT Limited was formerly Red Eagle. Robert Jordan sold them the adaptation rights to the books in 2004. They announced that a film series was in development, but nothing came of it. They sold the film rights to Universal Pictures in 2008. Universal developed the script, but ultimately decided against filming it, and the film rights reverted back to Red Eagle. So, Red Eagle, again, then Red Eagle, to keep holding the rights hostage, made Winter Dragon. The film aired unadvertised on February 18th, 2015 during a late-night infomercial time slot. This move was highly reminiscent of the first film adaptation of The Hobbit in 1967. According to Red Eagle, Winter Dragon was the pilot of a television series that was in development. Nobody believed them. Harriet McDougal, Robert Jordan's widow, disclaimed knowledge of the production. A lawsuit and countersuit ensued. The lawsuit was eventually settled out of court, the end result of which was the Wheel of Time streaming series produced by Sony and Amazon, which sucks. So, at will. Now you know how I feel when people recommend Sanderson to me. I couldn't believe that these long, painful, boring books are getting hype. So, like, I still, the Wind and Truth effect is real. Like, it has me looking at like everything a little differently. I still like most of Sanderson's work. I actually still like most of it. I haven't gone back and done. I haven't gone back and read Mistborn in a while, but I still like most of it. But when you lay a giant turd like Word of Radiance is Way of Kings and Words of Radiance is fantastic. I like Oathbringer a lot. I know parts of it are slow. But you know, like I know people like Oathbringer's probably too long. There are parts of Oathbringer that I really like, especially the end. Right, that's what Sanderson tends to write very good endings. You know, the battle at the end is very good. So it sort of paints this, you know, overall picture of you feeling great about the book when it's over because um you know, Words of Radiance is very good. It's by many seen to be the best of the Stormlight Archive. Um, the more and more I think about it, and more and more I think I like Wade King's the best, just because of the treatment of Bridge 4 and Kaladin there. But Words of Radiance and Wade King's are very good. And Oathbringer ends strong, so it ends. You know, the end leaves you thinking very positively of Oathbringer overall because the ending is so good. Um, but no, I get that too, Jakami. I do. I actually think my favorite series now of Sanderson's is probably Mistborn Era 2, just because I like Wax and Wayne so much. Wayne, I think, is probably the best character in the Cosmere. Personally, Wax close behind. Kaladin has fallen off my list now, which is crazy. You know, the damage done to Kaladin, Stormblessed, and Wind and Truth is unbelievable. But like, yeah, Kaladin would have been a top 5 for me if you talked to me before Wind and Truth. Now I don't even Kaladin isn't on a list of favorite characters for me. He's probably on the bottom. Honor is dead, but I'll see what I can do. Makes words the best. But we're gonna be talking. Me and Alan are gonna probably be getting into more of that tomorrow because we're gonna be talking about Isle of Ember Dark and probably more Wind. We'll probably end up talking about Wind and Truth and that stuff too tomorrow night. But yeah, no, I get the criticism of Sanderson. I was very, very just pro Sanderson up until Wind and Truth, just because I think well, I fell in love with the Cosmere as a whole, right? So I just, you know, didn't really think too critically of some of the bad stuff that's in his books. I still like them generally, but I definitely get more of the criticism now. That sort of I haven't blinded myself. But you know, it's Wind and Truth makes it really hard to go back. It's you know, whereas you have a series like you know, you have a series like this where you get a book like this and you just want to start over and start reading it again. Read Carl. Inevitable Ruin was so fucking good that you just wanted to start over from book one and start reading again. All Zinnemann does is pay you off. That's all he does. You get payoff after payoff. All right. With the rights reverting to IWOT Productions Limited, the future of Wheel of Time adaptations is hazy. However, presumably they do wish to collect revenue from further adaptations. Indeed, with the streaming series having exposed Robert Jordan's work. Okay, here's where we come into the giant bullshit right here. Indeed, with streaming services having. Indeed, with the streaming service series having exposed Robert Jordan's work to a larger audience. Okay, let's unpack that first. No. Robert Jordan's work did not get presented to a larger audience. Nobody watched the show. Nobody knew about the show. Nobody cared about the show. That's why it got canceled. Well, that's the problem, Fadian. Sanderson has surrounded himself with a bunch of yes men and people that are, you know, don't care about his story. They tell about, They care about a certain way of thinking. That's who he surrounded himself with. Sanderson needs to stop using beta readers and alpha readers and write what he fucking wants to write. That's what he needs to do. Write a book, release a book. You don't need beta and alpha readers to tell you that they don't like that Kaladin fucking cut somebody's head off. Polka Never Dies is fucking right. I'm almost done with Battleground. I'm gonna be sad till January. Polka Never Dies. Fuck yeah, Polka Never Dies. Hell yeah. We're going through the series again. I don't know if you've seen our live streams. Me, Aldan, and Nathan have been talking about Dresden. We've gone through 5 books. We're just finishing up Blood Rights. We're about to record that soon, hopefully. And then once we get up to Battleground, we're talking about watching the show and seeing how bad that is. So yes, there's some Dresden stuff on the channel. There will be more. There's probably a Dresden stream coming up here soon, too. Tier list and all that. We have to unpack the most important question in the Dresden Files, which is, who is the hottest girl? Which girly is the best? Me and Nathan and Aldan are torn asunder. We can't agree. All right. He has too many. There's too many. Yeah, is it Gucci? Gucci bandana. Sanderson has too many people pre-reading his shit and taking feedback and fucking changing it. He even said in that article, he sent out the ending that he wanted to write. He got notes back from all these sources, and he tried to please all the people that didn't like the way he wrote it, and then he fucked it up. He has too many people reading and giving him feedback. He needs to have an editor that he trusts. Give the editor your fucking treatment. Sit down with your editor, edit it, and then finish it. All these fucking beta readers are fucking up your work. And you don't see it because they're all sitting there tickling your balls. Wind and Truth is horrible. It is, and I completely think it's because of all those people that he let read it and then give him feedback and then he changed it for. Wind and Truth is a sum up of all the fucking beta readers and alpha readers fucking just thinking they know better. And then when you have all these people saying, oh no, you should change this, who's really writing the book at that point? Brandon, are you writing this? Are you writing the book at this point? When you give a treatment out and your beta readers and your alpha readers come back, you have alpha readers and beta readers, and you make changes based on what they say every time. Who's writing the book at that point? Write what you want, get it edited, and publish the fucking bitch. Laura Wraith. Oh, you're on Aldan's side. Okay, all right. It's of course you have Susan Rodriguez, you have Laura Wraith, of course, and you have Karen Murphy. Those are the 3. We're torn asunder. We don't agree. Michael's daughter, there's number 4. I was gonna say Molly comes out later too. So there's also Molly Carpenter. So I don't want to say anything. Oh, there's Guard too. So she's later. Did we get a physical description of her? Did we get a physical description of Guard? Yeah. So So I was gonna say Molly Carpenter is gonna come into play too. So we got to do that stream. Who's the best girl in Dresden Files? Because it's obviously a heated debate. There's lots of them. They're all great, but which is the best? Sorry, back to this. Robert George works to a larger audience. So no, disagree. It didn't reach a larger audience. It failed to do that. That is why it's canceled. So yeah. See, there it is. There's Murphy. It's happening already. Hottest. I think it's probably hottest. I think it's hot. We might have to do both because I think the answer is different, right? I think it's like the hottest. Yeah. Who is the hottest? And then we'd have to do both, hottest and then best, because I think they are different answers. It failed to appeal to anybody. Except for the I still don't understand, like, the group of people that have defended the Wheel of Time. I still don't understand why. And it's just because their thing got in the spotlight for a bit? There's no we went off on Dresden Files, Boosh. But elated Wheel of Time, you're probably right. Bob says Molly because Gravity hasn't had a chance to work on her yet. Ooh, okay. It's true. You don't get copy that. What's up, Uriel? What did you miss? Well, it's just officially Sony and Amazon have released Wheel of Time. It's now back in IWOT's hands, which is not really a good thing. It's a better thing because you know, at least we know that the series as it is isn't going to be continued. And if it ever gets going again, it'll be something new. So it's a victory in that. But the problem is that IWAT still holds it. So they're saying it says Robert George's works has gone out to a larger audience, and its property is likely as valuable now as it ever was. I actually humbly disagree. I think that the Wheel of Time property, the IP, has been dealt a terrible blow. Yeah, I tried to think of the show from a non-book reader. No clue how they. Yeah, I don't get it either. Well, I don't even get how the book readers who. I guess the book readers who did defend it, it was just because their thing that they loved was, you know, on screen, so they decided they were going to defend it no matter what. I guess. I don't understand how they defended it the way they defended it, say and can still say with a straight face that they're Wheel of Time fans. I still to this day don't understand how you can defend the show and say you're a fan of the book series. So and I disagree. I think the Wheel of Time IP is damaged. I think it's going to be damaged for a while. I think hopefully, you know, maybe IWAT will. Maybe we can get together $1,000 and offer IWAT for the rights. At some point, IWAT has to get. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, is IWAT allergic to money? I don't understand. I don't get why they've had the rights since 2004. How can you not get your shit together and put together anything that is attractive to anybody with the content that you have? Like, not just the shows you can put together, but the merchandising, you know, stuff. You know, the merchandising availability, the things you can merchandise out of the Wheel of Time is astounding, and I don't understand how you haven't figured out how to sell the Wheel of Time right. Two obvious routes to take at the moment would be feature films and video games. Why is that the obvious route? Because they've said they're going to make feature films and video games. They're not going to make I'll stop you right here, Fellowship of Fans. They're not making a feature film, and they're not going to make the video game. IWAT says they're going to do a lot of things. Then they release a plot, a pilot episode at 3 a.m., and nobody watches it to keep the rights. They're shady business dealers. They're not going to do anything. They're just going to keep sitting on it, which I don't fucking understand. Hire somebody to fucking learn how to market the Wheel of Time correctly and get to fucking start making money. It's crazy. What they say they want to do, Boosh, is they want to do an Age of Legends movie. Why would you do that? It's like they gaslit themselves into thinking the show was popular. If the show was popular, then you can do branch off series and do an Age of Legends series or whatever. The show was not popular, so you can't make fucking prequels and other spin-off shows because the show didn't have an audience. You can start doing those things when you have a large audience to the original thing. Hence, Game of Thrones. Even though Game of Thrones shit the bed with season 8, it still was able to garner an audience for a whole nother show on HBO. And now they're fucking that up. So I don't know what, like, House of the Dragon season was pretty okay. Season 2 was shit. How do you how could you not fucking I don't get it. But the reason they were able to do it because Game of Thrones was still, even though they shat the bed in season 8, and you could say sooner, Game of Thrones was generally still a positive outlook. It brought a whole new generation of fans to A Song of Ice and Fire. Wheel of Time did not do that. It didn't even bring its existing audience. So you can't make spin-offs. IWOT is secretly run by George R. R. Martin. Maybe instead of useless save the show crowdfunding, we need a buy the Wheel of Time rights off of IWOT campaign, raise $1 million and make a Rick and Morty Larry an offer they can't refuse. There you go. Yeah, fucking why not do a Narg movie? It would be better than what we got. GOT also established Game of Thrones also had actually established itself as a good show until those last few seasons. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. Late to the party was Game of Thrones was like a juggernaut until they screwed it up. So it had this giant built-in fan base that was still in shock over what they did to it in season 8. But that fan base still existed for the first four or 5 seasons. No, most of them would let you get away with what happened in 6 and 7 too, because they just the first seasons were so good. So that franchise grew. So that's when you start making spinoffs, right? Even after episode 8 or after season 8, that built-in fan base was still thirsty for more Game of Thrones because they fucked it up. So that's why they were able to do House of the Dragon, even though they people took a risk on House of the Dragon because they wanted more good Game of Thrones. And then we got a pretty good season, and now we're back to shit, which I still don't understand, but I guess I don't know. They couldn't even follow one book properly. It's true. Oh man. Non-book readers were utterly confused by the show. Yeah, and they tuned out. Molly is a sexy goth Trekkie that can be Oh God. Sony paid $250 million for the rights, thinking they were going to make merchandise. They should have. There's a whole yes. They should have made that back easy, but they just fucked it up. They got caught. I don't know if they got conned by Rafe Judkins lying that he actually read the series, because we all know from watching what he produced, he didn't really read the series. And that's the hope, right? Hopefully it's so damaged that someone can get it off IWAT at a reduced price. That's where I'm at. That feature film and video games, those are not going to happen. IWAT said they wanted to do those by themselves. They're never going to happen. Nobody's going to make a fucking video game or film based on what they just did. As a streaming series increasingly compete with films in terms of production costs and make audience wait 2 years for longer, just learn how to make TV series again. It's fucking crazy that, god damn. My God. I didn't really. How much is this fucking? Like, we just need to like studios need to learn how to make TV shows again, where it doesn't take fucking 4 years to make a TV show. Narg is destined to fight the Dragon Reborn. Look, yes, so let me be clear. A Wheel of Time video game, whether it was a Witcher style or MMO or whatever, could be great. But the way things are right now, it would be fucking shit. It would be like they'd slap it together some fucking crap, and it would be terrible. Could you get a Expedition 33 style Wheel of Time game out there? Yes. They couldn't even get the first fucking sentence right. But yes, I agree with 100%. It like Wheel of Time is the only thing that comes from this whole thing, this cancellation, and now the rights being dropped, is Wheel of Time is still an untapped market. You never tapped into it. They couldn't get anything right. It is still a series of millions and millions of people that is still untapped. Right? They haven't tapped into any of it yet. I need 2 seconds. I'm sorry. Sorry, give me a second here. My fucking bullshit. So like, since we didn't get the Wheel of Time to begin with, you could still there's still the whole market to deal with. So you could make a video game. You could do whatever you wanted. You just whether you did a side character video game or you did a Witcher style and you picked I don't know that would be the interesting part is how do you choose to form that video game? Do you do an existing character or do you make the video game about a new character in that world who's I don't know, you could be a fucking Asher man trying to fight for the dragon or be an Aes Sedai. I'd rather be an Asher man obviously than an Aes Sedai, but an Aes Sedai trying to do shit in the White Tower, right? I mean, that's sort of what the existing video game is about, which is actually not too bad. The existing video game that's already out, that first person shooter, it's hard as fuck, but it's actually not that bad a video game. I should play it again. Sorry about that. I'm back. But it's crazy. Yeah, and I still think that's the best place to go. Late to the party. You come back with an anime. You do a Castlevania animation style anime, and just concentrate on doing the first book. Well, and that's the problem though, is anime hasn't caught on over here yet. I mean, we get some that get some popularity, but it's the same reason that Sanderson doesn't want to make Stormlight Archive an anime, even though Stormlight Archive fits into the anime genre best, is it won't reach the heights that it should. So, like, you could make an anime adaptation and it would please all of us, but are you going to get the people like, Arcane season 1 was, well liked, but it didn't like hit the masses, you know? Um, it's just, wait, what? Never mind, Elida was concerned with personal power than anything. Her Fortella justified all her actions. Elida had vision from God. Wait, this is from the. What is this from, John? This is from the panel. Okay, here's something they said actually about the books. All the national governments were fantastic, especially the White Tower. Elida did nothing wrong. Elida followed Tower law to remove Suan. Elida was right to remove Suan because the Dragon Reborn was a man channeling and men are dangerous. Never mind, they knew the prophecy as well as anyone else. Never mind, Elida was more concerned with personal power than than anything. Her foretelling justified all her actions. Elida had a vision from God. Yeah, because all those people that have a vision from God, that all leads to great stuff, right? These were the arguments the panel of WOT experts were putting forth. See why I walked out. Yeah, 100% why I walked out. Anime does have a low ceiling in the West. But GM Bane, you're right. Invincible was pretty popular, and it still barely beat out a lot. Like when you looked at the ratings on the Nielsen ratings, Invincible for a very popular anime did not get very good ratings over here. It got good enough ratings to keep it going because it's inexpensive to make, but it doesn't. Even though, and a lot of people do like Invincible, but it didn't, compared to other shows, it didn't get high ratings. I mean, like Witcher, Terminator, and a couple others that were adapted to anime, they can all jump 50 feet in the air and flip 80 times and deliver a 10-second. Yeah. It would be nice to see a anime grounded in somewhat of a reality, right? Yeah, so that what John was quoting is that's a fascism, and so he was at Dragon Con where this info comes from. There was a panel called Fascism and Wheel of Time that he watched part of. That's what he's quoting. There you go. Will knows it. Invincible and Wheel of Time had very similar viewership. Invincible cost like $8 million per season. Yeah, so that's why Invincible still goes but in okay is fine for an anime, right? I mean, that at least for us, that's where we see it right now, anyways. So I thought Invincible was good, but you know, when you looked at the Nielsen stuff, like Will said, it's very close. I think it beat out Wheel of Time most of the time. At least it made the list. I think every episode, but um, did they not know Elida and her rosebud mouth broke the fucking tower? She did nothing wrong though. She didn't convene a secret meeting when nobody was around to get Elida deposed, right? If she did nothing wrong, why didn't she actually call a real Hall of the Tower vote and not do it in the wee hours when nobody was around to get it around it? right? If she did nothing wrong, why did she actually like, you know? Oh God, how you defend Elida when knowing that she is the like worst character in the show and she is the best weapon the Dark One had, even though she wasn't a Dark Friend. It's staggering. What the fuck is this? What did you link in here, Max? What is this? Wheel of Time continues to lead the way for queer fantasy in season 3. What the fuck is this? This is why it was canceled. This shit right here. So I don't have too much time. We'll go. Staplebo says it's giving him a headache. So Wheel of Time continues to lead the way for queer fantasy in season 3, which is exactly that type of shit. Is exactly why it got canceled. Yeah. Remember, this is the picture we were all laughing at because they look so fucking dumb. Elida did nothing wrong. Fascinating because I read 32 many chapters outlining exactly what Elida did wrong. Gays love to declare a mother off as soon as two divas come together. What the fuck? To maximize their joint slay. Is this real? This is why people like what the, this can't be real. To maximize their joint slay. But what happens when multiple divas come together all at once? Divas who just so happen to channel manageable energy derived from the source of creation itself. That's the extremely gay scenario Prime Video's Wheel of Time kicks off with the start of season 3, where slaying of a more deadly nature quickly ensues. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Queen of all magic users. I don't know. What is this? Duan Sanche, queen of all magic users and nerdy gays alike, leads the Aes Sedai. This is why gay people get a bad rap right here. This shit. There are normal gay people out there that don't do this bullshit. I think most gays would. I think so too, because gay people have good taste too. They're not all like this. I don't know. Yes, this was their target audience, and there aren't even that many gay people out there that act like this. Like there are plenty of normal gay people out there. Yes, exactly, Dave. Gay people get a bad rap from this pedo shit right here. Yes, and all the trans bullshit. Gay people, I don't know how gay people got lopped in with all that bullshit, but they get a really bad rap because of these fucking types. Most gay people are fucking cool. They're normal. At that, wow. I'm probably gonna get clipped for that, but I don't give a fuck. It's crazy. These people, like Dane says it actually 100% true. And yes, you're right, Nick. That was the target. This is the target market. The majestic leader, played by the especially majestic Sophie Oku, has a lot to juggle after the Forsaken were all unleashed at the end of season 2. She does so magnificently, of course, wearing a regal costume so stunning that you can't look at it for long, as you risk going blind, as if you're staring into the heart of the sun itself. But then chaos erupts as dissenters, presumably jealous of Suwan's face and wardrobe, start a massacre in the Great Hall of the White Tower, trenching those ivory walls red with blood. Its brutal opening that doesn't hold back from showing the lengths these mothers will go to get what's theirs, and the show itself doesn't hold back from reminding us just how inept men can be in this scene either. There's no men in the scene. What are you talking about? It's a bunch of women acting badly and doing nothing. Fantasy has historically been a boys' club, not for fun gay kind. Not the fun gay kind, but the Wheel of Time literally closes the door on men here, giving us an all too rare battle that plays out exclusively between women, the majority of whom are all in their 40s and 50s. Who gives a shit? What the fuck? I don't think ChatGPT is this gay. I don't think it can pull this off. That's like a 50. Do you think this is AI slop? Yeah? Holy shit. The only thing gayer than a man loving another man is a gay man who loves an older woman with power. The Wheel of Time has always been generous on that front, and season 3 continues that trend even after the battle with the arrival of Olivia Williams. Her character, Queen Morgaze Trakan, is extremely cunty through these first 3 episodes. And that's true whether you think those asterisk stands for catty or something a little more severe. She also wears a dress so sickening that who were immediately placed on high alert, not realizing that the queen she plays is in fact fictional. Obviously, I would die for her in an instant. Holy shit. How long is this? I don't think I could read all this. Should I keep going? Should I keep going? Apparently, that's a gay thing. He definitely wrote this. Yet the Wheel of Time and its full-blown mother convention isn't just baiting LGBTQ plus audience. Yes, it is. Without any actual queer, it's all queer content. Unlike the Robert Jordan books this saga is based on, the version of Wheel of Time is actually very queer, drawing the LB. Yeah, you're right. So hey, they're actually right. They know. Unfortunately, a topless sword fight between 2 men in the second episode isn't nearly explicit enough for my liking. Although it was still very necessary and crucial to the plot. By necessary, I mean hot, and by crucial, I also mean hot. And not just me who thinks that way either. One character in the show takes giant swigs of water, watching the 2 men play with their swords, thirsty beyond measure. This is the target audience. It's in my Discord. Well. But more importantly than that, the season 3 premiere also includes 2 women making out very early on, which is par for the course these days on the Wheel of Time. Unlike other fantasy shows that struggle to incorporate queerness without demolishing us, murdering us, or worst of all, ignoring us entirely, Wheel of Prime Video's best fantasy series, yes, I said it, has always been for the gays. I wonder why it was canceled. Holy shit. The presence of Rosamund Pike all but guaranteed that, of course, but then season 1 went a huge step further by revealing her character Moraine is secretly in love with another woman. And not just any woman. No, Moraine is in a relationship with Suan, an actual queen. She's actually not a queen, but that's fine. She's like the Pope if the Pope was a queer black woman who wore nicer hats. Holy shit. Viewers first discover the true nature of their connection after the pair share a heated confrontation in front of the other Aes Sedai. How is you were talking about season 3 and we're recapping fucking the gay relationship between fucking Moraine and dead Suan? Aes Sedai only to heat things up very differently that same night in the bedroom. Get my drift? Let's just say that the phrase "on your knees" is used by Suan in both scenarios, but for very different reasons. This came as no surprise to fans of the book. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You fucking moron. Where this was only hinted at in the prequel New Spring, which describes Suan and Moraine as pillow friends rather than pillow princesses. What are they doing in bed together then? Braiding each other's hair? That vague hint at queerness, all too easy to brush away, wasn't enough 21 years ago. It's certainly not enough now. You're fucking crazy. It's to the show's credit that they throw away hints like this and have been expanded to the point where Wheel of Time is now led by a queer woman who's taking time out of her interracial relationship to save the world. Yeah, well, I guess the world said we don't want that shit because Wheel of Time got fucking canceled. So nobody watched it, nobody wanted it, so it goes back into the trash. So don't stop doing that bullshit. Game of Thrones could never. That's why Game of Thrones was successful. Neither could The Witcher. The Witcher was half successful until it started to try and do that shit, and then it fired fucking the guy that was making it popular. Rings of Power never got fucking started because that's just trash. So yeah, man, all these series are doing great. You queer piece of shit. Or any other fantasy series currently airing right now either, unless you're watching the first season of Agatha all along on repeat, as you should be. Wow, I'm surprised that this person likes that piece of shit show, because I guess if you're a gay person, the only thing you can like are series that are incredibly flamboyant and gay things are happening. You can't actually like, hard hitting fucking like thinking people's TV. It has to be mindless gay shit. That's the only thing that we can watch on TV. Like that, like why is it these people? It has to be fucking like that's why these people are always fucking mad. It has to be flamboyant and overly fucking to the top queer, or it's bad. Nobody wants to watch that shit except for like you and your 5 friends. So that's why those shows are never made, because nobody watches them, nobody wants them, and they suck. So just go do a fucking scene in your bathroom with your friends on your iPhone and call it fucking done. Like that show, it's moving to see queer love play out between 2 older women, a demographic underserved at best at times. Plus, it's refreshing that they're only hiding said love where the Wheel of Time because of the political ramifications involved. If anyone learns Suan and Moraine got down south on each other, they don't give a fuck. It doesn't come up because it doesn't fucking matter. Without spoiling too much, they both should be dead, but Suan's head comes off because she's a fucking idiot. I'm sad to reveal that Suan and Moraine take different paths this season, which means that these sapphic hotties don't get to hang out as much as I'd like. Thankfully, the show channels their horny queer energy through the 8 episodes regardless. I wonder why the fucking show got canceled. And that's important. If the Rings of Power is for short kings, The Witcher is for gym bunnies, the House of the Dragon is for people who don't value their free time, it's vital that Wheel of Time caters to the ladies of lesbian persuasion, not to mention the gays should start articles like this with the phrase mother off divas and slay. Our vocabulary might be extremely limited, but we're people too. No, you're not. I don't know what the fuck you are. Fucking crazy. You fucking belong in a goddamn mental asylum. Asmongold's right. Open the asylums again. Holy shit. That was holy shit. Like why is it always like I go back to freaking Dane's initial what Dane initially said. People Those types of people are giving fucking gay people a bad name. Right here. Gay people get a bad rap because of this pedo shit. It's exactly fucking right. Well, John, it doesn't matter. They're gay, so it's good. They kiss. They're finger banging, so it's good, right? It doesn't matter what's really going on as long as there's a gay person giving it to another gay person in the fucking ass. It doesn't matter what's going on around it. Right. Pillow friends, because I'm obsessed with sex, it means they're gay idiots. Right. Exactly. It doesn't matter as long as it's a dick in an ass or two fucking, girls scissoring, it's good. Goodbye to your brain cells, 100. Like, it's fucking crazy. And that is that it when you see shit like this, I think it was Nick that said it. That is who they made the Wheel of Time fucking show for. And that is why it got canceled. That was the target audience. And it made for the most retarded show to ever air on fucking TV almost. I mean, Willow's probably wins that. But, I mean, Wheel of Time is pretty close. So, but with that, guys, man, what an article to end on. Thanks, Max. Wow, that was a gem you found. Holy shit. Especially the one where Steve smacks his dude. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That was ooh. Oh man. Thanks, Max, for that one. But I have to go get ready for work, unfortunately. So thank you all for hanging out. Wheel of Time is officially back in the hands of IWAT, where it will die. Unfortunately, somehow, some way, we need to get it away from IWAT. That's the goal here. We got to get it away from IWAT. IWAT is the villains here. IWAT. Nothing good has come of Wheel of Time because of IWAT. So on to the next battle, I guess. Thank you all for being here. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be here with Technically Mexican Alan to talk about Ember Dark and Sanderson and probably Wind and Truth stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, come on back and you can vent your frustration about Wind and Truth and tell us what you think about Isle of Ember Dark. Until then, thank you all for being here. And we will see you on the next one.